Hello, buddies. Welcome to Mysterious Stories. Imagine living in a home where you continuously feel the presence of something invisible. Something that watches, moves, and stirs, yet never presents itself. That alone is enough to make anyone feel apprehensive. And today's story is exactly that kind of horrific narrative. This story comes from a beautiful village in England called Farmhouse, a small, attractive place known for its beauty, stone cottages, and serene environs. But concealed beneath this splendor lurks a building with a past that has tormented the village for decades. This is not real footage, sorry. I am not using any copyright video, okay? Continue our story. In the midst of the community stood a 300-year-old farmhouse, abandoned and left unchanged for over 60 years. That is, until a retired couple, Bill Glass and his wife Edna, chose to make it their home nearly 40 years ago. Bill, a retired engineer, and Edna, a homemaker, had no children. After retirement, they sought for peace and quiet, far from city noise and congestion. The old home appeared like the perfect vacation, until things took a bizarre turn. Just a few days after moving in, the couple began to experience weird happenings. They often heard footsteps coming from the first level, especially from a room that was seldom in use. The entire house was primarily composed of wood, so the sounds echoed ominously. At first, they assumed it may be an animal, perhaps a cat. But shortly, the footfall changed into the sound of sprinting, jumping, and objects shifting on their own. Even their dog and cat refused to go near that particular room, which further heightened their terror. Growing increasingly apprehensive, the couple invited a close friend who claimed to have a sensitivity to paranormal energy. After spending a few hours in the house, she boldly told them, "There is something here. I feel the presence of two spirits, and their children." This revelation sent shivers down their spines. Things grew even darker when the couple learned that, years ago, a young girl called Elizabeth had perished at the farmhouse in a horrible accident. Though no official relationship was established between her and the spirits, it simply contributed to the unsettling atmosphere. Over time, the pair experienced even more frightening phenomena. Goods would be placed somewhere and re-emerge seconds later in a completely other area. Doors creaked without breeze, and quiet laughing might sometimes be heard, even when no one was nearby. Despite all of this, the pair gradually grew accustomed to the interruptions. They reported that any time they shouted at the noises to stop, everything would go silent, as if the presence actually listened. It seemed as though the ghosts were aware of them and respected their space when asked. Soon, the entire village knew about the ghostly farmhouse. Locals said that merely strolling past it at night would create goosebumps, and some felt they could hear faint laughter from inside. The story became so well known that it was eventually included in a book titled West Country Haunting, written by Peter Dodd, a noted British paranormal novelist. Years later, the pair moved out. They had never been hurt physically, perhaps that's why they managed to live there for so long. But when they went, no one dared to enter the house again for almost 2 decades. Eventually, the local government stepped in. With no one ready to buy or rent the property, the house was converted into a shelter for the elderly, a haven for senior individuals with no family or home. Today, the building stands quietly, with no new accounts of supernatural activity. But for the residents of Power, the legend of the haunted farmhouse lingers on. If you enjoyed this scary true story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell symbol so you never miss another intriguing mystery. Tell us in the comments, would you dare to live in this farmhouse? Or do you suppose some houses contain memories that never fade? Stay interested, stay bold, and keep watching Mysterious Stories, where every tale has a truth waiting to be found.